Oh, hi. I'm the old, bald, fat Dorkcourt Loki variant. And tonight on a special episode of Dorkcourt, we're going to have a argument, I guess, between father and son about how the MCU timeline really works. Maybe.
So the argument we've been having is he thinks that the timeline and the branch timeline, when you erase a branch timeline, the TVA can still go back, and a branch timeline is one like a TV show like Daredevil or Iron Fist. Those are branch timelines.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That one works a little better
is better, yes.
for the conversation because Nick Fury's in it, Sif is in it, you know, Agent Coulson's in it. Everybody thinks he's alive except he's not. So that's clearly another timeline.
You're wrong. And let me tell you why.
All the showrunners have said this.
What?
That the Netflix and ABC shows like Cloak and Dagger and Runaways, stuff we didn't watch, that's all other timelines. And so just by nature of them being television shows, we can go back and revisit those branch timelines at any point. And so can the TVA. Because as long as, just one more thing, because they've shown the two red lines and the sacred timeline has little branches, and it's not a big deal until they cross that red threshold, and then trouble starts. They prune the timelines. I get what you're saying, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. You heard the Ancient One talking to Banner, right? Okay, now
I did. You're wrong.
So it's not so much that I'm wrong. My interpretation is a little different than yours.
Your interpretation is wrong. Look, okay.
What's your understanding?
Cloak and Dagger. As he said, I need your hand. Put it flat. So he said each reality. There are multiple realities. Now say this is the MCU timeline. This one that's in a ball. This is the Daredevil one. This is the Cloak and Dagger one. So all of these, yes, while they are happening, and yes, we can revisit them, are don't do that. Are separate realities. So if this is the MCU timeline that we've all been watching,
well wait, that's the part I don't get. Because they're all timelines. Are they separate?
They're all realities.
Are they separate realities?
They're separate sacred timelines.
Well, then what's with the branches then?
The branches is, as
Wait, I think you're blowing my mind. The Netflix and ABC shows are separate sacred timelines?
Yes.
I don't think you can do that.
Yes,
there's one sacred timeline.
That's why it's sacred. But okay, hold on. I need my clipboard. Okay.
This is the part that I love, first of all. I love that they introduced...
Thank you.
I love that they introduced Kang at the end, but he's just like tired, done with it, end of time Kang. So this guy, that actor, we'll look up his name, put it in the comments, but he must be thrilled because this guy gets to be wherever they want to put him in the MCU, and he gets to play that character differently every time. It's not like a regular acting thing where, you reveal stuff like, oh my God, is Tom Hiddleston better Loki now than he was when he first started? Yes. I don't even think that's an argument. But so you can grow and learn and discover all these different parts of the character. Man, he's a good actor. He's selling whole scenes with looks on his face. But I don't think there are separate sacred timelines. All right, you're going to need your pens with the colors and the arrows to indicate motion on this one. You might be a variant of the Ancient One, if you ask me.
I'm just smart.
You have a pretty good understanding of the timeline thing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, explain. So this middle part, that's the sacred timeline.
So, yes.
All right.
This is to say, it's a little bright. Can I turn it?
Yeah. All right, let's sit it.
That would turn it. No, that's bright.
Right.
So, okay.
Does that work?
Yeah. Thank
okay.
You. So this red part.
Here, use this as a pointer.
This red part, these two red lines, are when a branch timeline goes off, and then you can't erase it. So when a timeline branches and it presses this red line, you can't prune it. I need the blue one.
Okay.
So when a timeline branches like this, that is a branch timeline. And the TVA comes in.
So that's like the Netflix Daredevil.
No.
What? What do you consider a branch timeline?
I consider a branch timeline is when Daredevil's suit is blue.
Daredevil's suit is never blue.
it is in this branch timeline, and the reason you don't know that is I need the red marker.
Because we haven't visited that timeline?
No, it's a branch timeline, and the reason you've never seen a blue Daredevil suit is because the TVAs come in and erase that timeline altogether. But
so a blue Daredevil suit guy could be in the void.
Yes. So
okay.
And so
right. I'm with you so far.
But you think you can travel to this thing?
I don't see why you can't. They haven't.
Because
they haven't said you can't.
Yes, they have.
Did they? Where?
Well, okay. They haven't said it directly, but if you're smart like I am, you've known that if you prune this timeline, everything in that timeline goes here. So if you wanted, say...
Well, can I interrupt?
Yes.
I know that we don't like interrupting people, but this is the nature of this time travel conversation is eddies and flows and stuff, so interrupting isn't the big deal, really. Can you... So how do you explain the different Lokis, right? The alligator Loki, the classic Loki. They're all different timelines where Loki looks like that.
Different realities, but yes.
See, I don't know if they're different realities. I think there's...
They explained it. He said there are multiple realities, and
I'm
that's why
have to watch it again.
Look, okay, so that's why when he showed the three things, I need your hand. When he showed the three things like this,
yeah,
he showed the three things.
Yeah.
He said each one. Now, each one. So say there are three realities, right?
Okay, all right.
In each of those realities, you create a variant.
You're convincing
so now there are
me.
three of them.
You're convincing me about the realities.
One reality, everyone's blue. One reality, everyone's red. One reality, everyone's an alligator. Now there's all of them create a variant. You guys meet each other in TVA. There's one blue you, one red you, and one alligator you. Now all of those aren't from different timelines.
I got you. It's from realities. You convinced me. I get it. It's a nomenclature thing.
I feel like I'm teaching a class on quantum physics.
You kind of are, right? All stories are true. PhD. That's what I've said forever, right?
I can get my PhD in Marvel time travel.
Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. Okay. Are we good? We figured it out?
No, we have not. Because look, okay, you cannot, okay.
Wait, here's come the graphs.
Do you think the TVA can travel here?
I do.
You are incorrect, because...
So when they, let me ask you, this is all just like your feelings.
No.
When they prune a timeline, that just goes away? That goes to it goes to the void and you just never heard from again?
Yes.
All right.
You create one variant.
I can see your argument.
And it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there because you can't stop time.
I just think there's a lot of shenanigans, like the Evan Peters Quicksilver showing up. Like, there's a lot of stuff, like everything is going to be on the table. You can do everything and it's not going to impact anything. So I think that this is the current understanding that you have isn't wrong. I'm not going to throw it wrong and stuff like that. But I think that because it exists, it always it exists, and it always will exist, even if it's been pruned.
Let me explain.
Because you can go back to that time. Because it did exist at one point.
Yes, it did.
There's got to be...
You can get items from it. You can't go back to that place.
They went back to the rocks on Walmart.
Yes.
Even after that timeline had been pruned.
No, that's part of the sacred timeline.
Okay, so you're in the
everything you
Doctor Who fixed points in time thing?
Look, okay.
Okay.
Here's... I need another color. Whatever.
Just keep going. Keep going. Use your words.
Okay. Look, hold on.
All stories are true.
Say... Okay, that's Pompeii.
Okay, but you gotta show the people.
Hold this, please.
The blue point, that's Pompeii.
That's Pompeii.
When Vesuvius went up.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the rocks on Walmart.
Okay.
I need the green one.
Aren't there 100 crazy timelines in between Pompeii and 2032 or whatever that was?
All of them have been pruned. And look. So you go... Loki and Mobius went here. And Mobius went here. And the reason they said that doesn't create... red one, please. The reason that doesn't create...
Oops.
The reason that doesn't create a...
Fix that in post.
The reason that doesn't create a branch timeline is because lava comes down and prunes it.
So it covers all the tracks of the different timelines that were going to start there.
Yes, and over here,
I get that. That's why Sylvie was hiding in all these apocalypse, because they couldn't track her.
yes, and in the rocks cart thing, there's a tsunami.
Okay, they couldn't track her because those branches didn't exist anymore.
Yes, because they would come up with variant things, and if she was there during a variant thing, she can't create variants. Because if you're on Lamentus, that entire planet gets destroyed.
She is going back in time before the timeline is pruned.
They don't prune those timelines.
I think you're just making stuff up now.
Am I? Look, okay.
You can either travel back to prune timelines or you can't.
You cannot travel back to prune timelines.
So
you can get items from prune timelines right here, but
there's been an apocalypse, right?
There has been.
Okay, that's happened. She travels back to hide in the apocalypse before they prune the timeline.
You can't prune an apocalypse because the apocalypse was destroyed. Look, okay. What
if that apocalypse wasn't supposed to happen? That explains the Rockstar.
No, that was supposed to happen. It was a tsunami.
Yeah, or double hurricanes or something.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of weather.
Yeah. So
what have we? I don't know.
Look, okay.
You're gonna have to edit a lot of this. This
am.
isn't gonna be a 6-minute thing unless you're gonna save all the parts where I said you're right. Like Walker Young is right. He's convinced me.
Okay. Let me explain this in a way
you don't trust me, and I can't
understand.
be trusted.
I'm gonna put this in a way a third grader can understand.
Okay. I've got all the pens.
I have this pen. Here you go. If I need one pen. No, I don't. No. If you say, okay, you're a third grader, right? You've got a ball. Call it a branch timeline. I need the blue one. So you've got a ball. This is your ball. That's your ball.